Rahul Nandan, talk.
சார்
இது விசிபிளா இருக்குதாவண்ணா ஸ்கிரீன்?
இருக்குது சார், விசிபிளா இருக்கு.
தெளிவா தெரியுதா? இல்லைன்னா உங்க வாட்ஸ்அப்ல நான் அனுப்பிச்சு வச்சிருக்கேன் இதே ஃபைல, அதை பார்த்துக்கலாம். சரியா?
ஓகே சார், தெரியுது சார். இதுல தெரியுது சார்.
இதுல தெரியுதா? சரி, இப்போ இதுல வந்து ஃபுல் ஸ்கிரீன் தெரியுதா?
தெரியுது சார்.
சரி, ஓகே. சரி, இல்ல இது மேல ஒரு பாப்அப் விண்டோ ஒன்று ஓப்பன் ஆயிருக்கு, அது தெரியுது? அது தெரியல.
அது தெரியல சார்.
ஓகே, சரி. சரி, ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணு. சரி, மீட் பண்ணிக்கங்க.
ஓகே சார்.
பிரணவ், பிரணவ்
சார்.
ஆடிபிளா?
ஆடிபிள் சார்.
ஓகே, கண்டினியூ. சரியா? வெயிட், அன்மியூட் பண்ணிக்கங்க.
சார் சாரி சார், அந்த மெசேஜ் நான் பார்க்கல சார். லைக் இப்பதான் பார்த்தேன் சார்.
இல்ல, இப்பதான் நான் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணவே போறேன். எனக்கு இவ்வளவு நேரம் டெக்னிக்கல் ப்ராப்ளம் இருந்துச்சு. ஐ அம் கோயிங் டு ஸ்டார்ட் நவ். நோ ப்ராப்ளம்.
ஓகே சார்.
Good evening, friends. I'm going to start now. Actually, today our topic is backtracking. Backtracking is also one of the technique, as like that 3D method, dynamic programming, right? Similarly, then backtracking also one of the method for solving problem, right? So this is one type of algorithm, backtracking. Proper example is here. You know that one, that puzzles, right? So finding the path, we are having multiple path. If you are moving that path may be closed, then you have to return back, and where we open, and we have to go to that further end, then you have to mine until that to reach the corresponding place. I have already sent you that puzzles. That in that puzzles, we have to start with one path. Then if you are possible, you are going up to some extent, then it is closed, then you have to return back, and then we have to find out the next open path, then we have to go far up to that one end. If it is closed, then you have to return back, and we have to go for another alternate path, then we have to go for and to reach the final goal. So final locations. So that one is actually we are having that the same problem as this backtracking. So you have to go to some extent and you have to backtrack and you find out another one. You have to go some extent. If it also is not possible, you have to go back and you have to find the previous path and we have to go back until reach the corresponding position. So this is actual backtracking. Now another one example is you consider we are having that 8 queen problem. 8 queen problem is actually what it is actually. Here we are having 8x8 chessboard, right? It is very easy for that 4x4. Now we'll see that one example. We are having that 4x4 queen, right? 4x4 chessboard you will take. In that 4x4 chessboard, you have to place 4 queen without attack. So queen, how it is attacked now? Here within that same row, 1 queen should be there, right? If you are having another queen, that queen will kill that one, right? So within that one row, 1 queen is possible. Similarly, within that one column, 1 queen is possible. And also the diagonal also is going to kill the another queen. So if you are having one queen is in that corner, then on the next corner we can't have another queen because of it is diagonal. So in that diagonal also, diagonal, horizontal and vertical. So row wise, column wise and diagonal wise, if you are placing same 2 queen, then it will kill. So we have to place the queen proper location, right? Now you see this one. First we are going to start now. So we are placing first queen in the first location. So 1x1 location, right? Then now next second queen we have to place in that first row. This is not possible. Next you have to go for second row. In the second row the first location is not possible because one row. Then the second row, right? Second row is not possible because of diagonal. Then third column. So third column we can place. So second queen can place in the third column. Second queen can place in the third column, right? Then if you are placing second queen in third column, so third queen, if you are placing here, then it will attack by 1. If you are placing here, it will attack by 2. If you are placing here, it will attack by the same 2 because of that same column, right? So if you are placing here, it will attack. Now you see this one, that 4 location is not possible to place third queen. So what we have to do? So we have to go back, return back to first, second, previous row where we are placing that queen in here. Now we have to change another location. So now we have to place the queen to here. Then we have to try to the third queen to place. Now you see this one here. This is not possible, right? So here we can place. Then fourth queen, how we can place, right? So here if you are placing fourth queen here, this is not possible. Only one location is here. But if you are placing this fourth queen, the third queen will attack. So this is also not possible. Then what we have to do is we have to go for here. We have to rearrange that third, right? So here if you are arranging that third, then this is not possible. Then you have to go back. So go back for 3, no possible for further case. Go back to 2, no possible for further case. So go back to 1. In that 1 we have to rearrange that location, right? So initially we are having that location here. Now we have to rearrange into second column. So first queen you place second column. Then the second queen, here this is not possible, this is not possible, this is not. How it is? This is a diagonal for 1, this is diagonal for 1, this is vertical. So here the possibility is 2 here. Next you have to place 3 here. This is the possibility because it won't attack by 1 and 2. So we can place 3 here. Next we have to try to get that 4. If you are placing here 4, we can place. So this is the solution. You see this one here. We can place first queen here. We can place second queen in that location. We can place third queen in that location. We can place fourth queen in that location. Now that 4 queens are in the same place. So we are placing now. So this is our solution we record. So for finding the solution, what are the process we are going to take? We have to do some backtracking, right? So here you see that one. First one we have to start with one location. next second one you have to start with that possible location only these two. We are placing one location and we'll try to place the third is not possible. So you have to move to, then we have, so go back to previous one, you rearrange that two and we have to come to next third queen to place. We can place. Then if you are placing such that, then fourth queen cannot be placed with the same place. So you have to go back. Go back means then we have to go back to one. So you have to அடிச்சாம் பிடிச்சான்னு சொல்லி இதை clear பண்ணிட்டு you have to go to the second one. So, so in that second one you place one and the second queen. So in that queen one place in the second column, then queen place queen second queen in the fourth column, and then place third queen in the first column and place fourth queen in the third column. So this is a safe position of four queens. So queen here, this queen won't attack by row and column, then this queen won't attack by diagonal, then here also similarly two won't attack by row and column and it won't attack by diagonal. Similarly three won't attack by here and won't attack by diagonal. Similarly four also won't attack by that one. So here how we are solving now, actually here you see this one, if you are doing that one with state space analysis method, now you see this one. So this is the problem. So you have, we are having around 64 ways here. Actually we are having four queen we can place, as we can place the queen one in the one location, queen two in the placing a queen one, four possibility, placing queen 2 4 possibility, placing queen 3 4 possibility. Similarly placing fourth queen we are having 4 possibility. So we are having around many possibilities are there. Now in that possibility how we are, so we are placing first queen in one and second queen in the second column, third queen in the third column, fourth queen in the fourth column. But if you are placing like that, then this is actually all are in diagonal. First queen in first column, second queen in the second queen in the second column, third queen in third column, fourth queen in the fourth column. So this is a correct, is not exact answer actually. So we are rearranging that one. So first queen here, second queen in second column, then third queen in the fourth column and fourth queen. In that way if you are placing here, the proper answer is this one only, this branch, right? So we are, whatever we have get that result as this branch. So 31, so 31 the branch, right? So 31 the branch is correct. Now how it is, here first queen is placing second column, second queen is placing in the fourth column, third queen placing in the first column and fourth queen placing in the third column. So this one giving the our proper result. If you are placing this position, the queen is in the shape, right? If you are having, you are using some other space, it won't save. Now here for placing that 4x4 queen, here 4x4 chessboard we want to place the 4 queen, then we are having many possibilities, right? So 64, if you come to 8x8 queen, then it will record more number of possibilities. So to avoid that one, so we have to give some constraint. Then we have to, we no need to mine in deep of the branch, right? So this is a tree, in the tree we have to cover mine, right? So here you see this one, actually we are placing first queen in the first column, second queen in the second column, we are having a constraint. So this is actually, if you are having second queen in the second column, it is in the diagonal, it will attack. So how we are going to find out that one, as here now you see this one, you are having this one, right? So this tree, reduce that one. Okay. Now in that tree, you see this one, how we are getting that answer. So now we are placing first queen here. If you are placing second queen in the second location, this is not possible. So this is actually bound. Bound means if you are placing first queen in the first column, second queen in the second column, it will kill the second queen. So this is not possible. Then we have to mine the another branch. So first queen in the first column, second queen in the third column, second queen in the third column, and then if we are having that one third queen placing in the some, these two location is not possible, then it will return back, right? So backtrack. So first queen in the first column, second queen in the fourth column, then third queen in the some other columns, so it won't get result. Then this also, you are giving something, it won't get result, then it will return back, then return back to here. So first queen you have to place in the second column, then second queen place in the fourth column, third queen place in the first column, and fourth queen place in the third column is giving the answer. So we are getting the answer is the first queen in the second column, second queen in the fourth column, and third queen in the first column, and fourth queen in the third column. So if you are placing such positions, now four queens are in the same set, right? Now we'll go for that 8 cross 8 or n cross n. Then how we can solve that one is we are going to see now, right? If you are having that 8 cross 8, right, that tree is going to be that tree is going to be expand, right? This tree is for 4 cross 4. Now if you are giving that 8 cross 8, now you have to go for 8 level. If 8 level means, then here the paper is not enough for completing that one, right? So here we have to go for many constraint. Using many constraint, this is actually all solution space for, this is all solution space for that 4 cross 4. Like if you are placing that, for 8 cross 8, right? So now we will consider 8 cross 8 chessboard. In that 8 cross 8 chessboard, we have to place 8 queens, right? Now we are placing that 8 queens means actually what actually we need is, you see this one, if suppose you don't have any constraint, we can place anywhere else, right? Now we'll see all possible cases. For example, I have given one here, not necessary now. Here, you see this one, here 8 cross 8, right? So if you are having 8 cross 8, now we need more number of solution space. No need to go for mine all solution space. Now we'll give some constraint. First constraint is, in one row, one queen should be there. This is one constraint. In one column, one queen should be there. Next constraint. Then third constraint is, here if you are placing one queen, that in the diagonal is ruled out for placing another queen. Then this is a 3 possible cases for killing one queen to attack one queen by other queen. If you are avoiding that particular positions like the row wise, column wise, and diagonal wise, then we can see the same place for placing 8 queen, right? Now here 8 cross 8 queen, the answer is actually here we are having that one 8 cross 8 queen. If you are placing, right,
Sir,
this one is
sir,
this one. Tell me.
sir, okay, doubt, sir. Sir, அந்த 1, 8, 11, 35, 34 அந்த நம்பர்ஸ் எல்லாம் இருக்குல்ல சார், அது என்ன சார்? லைக் குயினா சார்?
இல்ல இல்ல அதை நான் சொல்றேன். அதை நான் வரிசையா சொல்லிக்கிட்டே வரேன். இது குயின். லைக் இப்போ சப்போஸ் யூ see this one here, we are continue now, we are having 8 cross 8, right? So this is 8 cross 8 chessboard, right? In that 8 cross 8 chessboard, you have to place 8 queen without attack. Now this is one solution actually, right? Now if you using backtrack also, it required around 1064 possible sequence of process you have to do. As like that 4 cross 4, we can easily find out the position. In that case of 8 cross 8, it required we have to go for 1064 times backtrack, right? So here this is one solution, right? So first queen placed in the fourth column, second queen placed in the sixth column, and third queen placed in the eighth column, and fourth queen placed in the second column, fifth queen placed in the seventh column, and sixth queen placed in the first column, seventh queen placed in the third column, and eighth queen placed in the eighth column, right? Here actually you see this one, this is actually in the horse movement, right? Horse movement is actually 2 3 or 3 2, right? So here 3 2, like we can have, right? So the cars is actually is using for that one to avoid attack by queen, right? So we are using that cars the same manner. Just we see that one, we are placing one queen here, then another queen. This is not possible, this is not possible, then you have to go for here, right? So like we are having that one, so you have to go for first place and second place and third place, we have to go up to that move. So we have to backtrack. So it required around 1064 on the average. First a possible case if you are placing, then we record 1064 time, 1634 time we have to backtrack, right? So manually is not possible. So we have to do some program. So how do you do that program in the case of backtracking is, now you'll see that one. Here, I already told you that one constraint is one row, one queen should be there. So now you see this one here, in one row, one queen should be there. For each row, only one queen. Similarly, for each column, only one queen is we can place, right? So one column. And also the diagonal wise should not attack. So this is the case, right? Now, how we will find out the easy backtracking algorithm is here. Now you see that one. I don't want to come to that one. Here, we'll solve that one. Here, we know that one in the row wise and column wise, only one queen should be there. In the diagonal wise, how do you find out whether the queen is diagonally attack or not? Right? So we are, this is the position we want to place. Then here the in that position of that cells is diagonally attacked. So the if you are placing a queen, the queen should not have any queen in that diagonal wise. Now how we can calculate it, right? So current position is this one, right? So this is actually here fourth row third column, fourth row third column, 4 comma 3. So here diagonal locations for marked cell is 4 cross 4 fourth row and third column. Now what are the another columns of the diagonal is how we can calculate now. Here you see this one, this is 3 comma 2, 3 comma 2, the subtraction of 3 minus 2 is 1. Similarly 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. So the condition is I minus j is equal to k minus l. So this is k and l. So k is 3 and l is 2. So 3 minus 2 is equal to 4 minus 3. So this is one case. Now in that diagonal, you'll see that one. So if you are adding, so here 3 plus 4. So here we are having that one 5, 5 minus 4. 5 minus 4 is this one, right? So here we are having 6 minus 5, 1. Then here 7 minus 6, 1. Then 8 minus 7, 1. So in that diagonal, first formula is used to find out the diagonal position. So here, this is actually this diagonal, right? Next, this is downward diagonal using this formula. Then upward diagonal, we are having that formula is here now. We are having that one 4 plus 3 7, 5 plus 2 7, 6 plus 1 7, and 3 plus 4 7. Then 2 plus 5 7, 6 plus 1 7. So this is another formula for upward diagonals. So downward diagonals, upward diagonals. So we are having two formula. This two formula is split into one formula as how it is. So I minus j equal to k minus kl. So we are using that one. You will get now that one equation in the form of one equation is what it is actually. J minus l is equal to modulus of j minus l equal to modulus of k minus I. How we are getting now? So this is I minus j k. So k in the bucket come to that equal side. So I minus k equal to j minus l. This equation is here we are rearranging a position of k and l, k and j. Rearranging position of k and j. In that equation, rearrange the position of k and j, right? So k will come to here minus k, j will come to here minus j. Now here you see this one in that two equation, the difference is minus. So if you are putting the modulus on both sides, so the equation is j minus l modulus is equal to k minus I modulus. So one equation is enough to find out the diagonal position. So that formula we have to take. So using that formula, we'll find out whether that particular coin is attacked by diagonal. So I already told you that one. This is downward diagonal. This is upward diagonal. So downward diagonals, we are having the difference between I minus j of that particular location equal to k minus l. Then it will have in the downward diagonal one coin is there. Here, if you are having I plus j equal to k minus l, then upward directions one coin is there. So you are taking these two, we are having the same equation is j minus l equal to I minus k, this one and this one is here j minus l equal to k minus I. Now you can take minus here, so what will get I minus k. So the difference between these two is minus, so you put modulus, then we can make it as a single equation. You are merging these two means you have to put that one j minus l modulus equal to I minus k modulus. So this one equation is enough to find out the diagonal attack. Correct? Now using this concept, now we'll go for writing an algorithm to find out 8 queen problems, right? 8 queen problems or n queen problem also we can have that one, right? So here now you see this one, we are having an equation. In that equation we are having place whether the queen can be placed or not, right? So here first one is row wise column wise we can take. Now the diagonal wise we are having that formula, absolute of j x minus j is actually row, right? So this is j, so this j minus I is equal to, here we are having the corresponding one, right? Absolute of the corresponding locations. So using that formula, right? So this is for two in the same column. It cannot be two in the same column and two in the same diagonal. This two is considered. If it is that one, it is not possible. Then we have to rearrange the position. So place, you have to move the place. K equal to k plus 1, you have to start and we have to continue, right? So this one is here, right? So we are doing that backtrack. So here, whether it is placed, then we can place, then we'll go for next queen. If it is not possible to place, then we'll go for return back and you have to rearrange that k is into k plus 1. So like we have to move that one and we have to continue our program, right? So this is actually in which column we are going to. So in that ith column we are placing. Now we'll check that one whether it is possible now or not. Then we have to go for, right? Using that algorithm, then we can find out the placing 8 queen problems, right? Here I'll try that one. Here this one is here. We are having n queen problem, the same one we are doing now as a program, right? So this program is giving that the same algorithm we are going to find out, and we are getting now that answer is, we are solving, execute that program, run that program. So now you see this one, this is one possibility. One possibility is here we are having place one queen here, then another queen here, another queen here, then another queen here, right? Then another queen here, here, and here, and so this is one possibility. This is another possibility of placing a queen, right? So first queen in the first column, second queen in the seventh column, and third queen in the fifth column, and fourth queen in the eighth column, and second fifth queen in the second column, and sixth queen in the fourth column, and seventh queen in the sixth column, and eighth queen in the second column. This is one possibility, and also in that here also this is another possibility. So we are having some many possibilities are there. You find out one possible cases of our result, right? So this one is actually your formula, j minus l modulus equal to I minus k modulus. This is for diagonal attack, right? Now here we see that one, if you are placing in the randomly place, then what actually, how many number of possibilities is there? 64c8. 64c8 is 4.4 billion tuples. So we are having, you have to go for the tree with 4.4 billion trees. So branch for particular tree is actually 4.4 billion tuples, right? Suppose we are having that the restriction is distinct row and column, we are having the possibility is 8 factorial, that is 40,320 branches. So within that 40,320 branch, if you are finding the diagonal attack also, we can reduce the number of mining and we have to go for finding the result, right? So here, that's all. You go through that algorithm. I give that algorithm once again. I will trace out and I will explain that algorithm in detail in offline video, right? Okay. Is there any doubt you can ask by one by one mute? Hello, students. Pragadish. Pragadish.
No doubt, sir. Understood, sir.
Okay. Kiran.
Understood, sir.
You okay? You go through that algorithm properly. Dhiran.
Understood, sir.
Ragul Nandan.
Understood, sir.
ஏதாவது டவுட்ஸ் இருக்கா?
No, sir.
No doubt, sir.
சுஸ்மிதா.
All sir.
சுஸ்மிதா.
No doubt, sir.
Okay. Sushant.
Understood, sir.
Varshini.
Understood, sir.
Okay. Veena. Veena. Aditya.
Understood, sir.
Easily follow that one.
Understood, sir. Yes, sir.
You go through that algorithm, right? I'll explain that in offline video about the algorithm, right? Any one of you having doubt, then you can mute and ask me. Okay, shall we come close it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Bye, sir.
Okay, bye, bye.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
bye.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Bye, sir. Stay safe, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, take care. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
bye. அப்படியே லாக் அவுட் பண்ணிக்கங்க. அப்படியே ஒவ்வொன்றா லாக் பண்ணுங்க.
Okay, sir.
ஓகே.